Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be learning how to cut this beautiful stylish bustier top with an inverted Queen Anne neckline and a waist basque. So if it's something you would love to learn, do it to watch to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. So without further ado, let's jump right into the main video. So first I'm going to rule a straight line here, which is going to be our shoulder line and our starting point. From there I'm going to come down to take my vertical measurement. For my shoulder to my bust point is 9.5 inches. I'll mark that here and extend the point across. From the shoulder line again, I'm going to come down to mark my under bust point. From my shoulder to my under bust is 12 inches. I'm going to mark that right here and extend the point across as well. Then from the shoulder line again, I'm going to come down to mark my waist point. From my shoulder to my waist point in front is 16 inches. You know, your shoulder to your waist point in front and back is not the same, so do it to take your measurement appropriately. I will extend this point across. Then the next thing is to mark the length of my top. So I'm going to be marking 19.5 inches as the full length. So I'm going to come down to mark 19.5 inches right here. It depends on what you want. I will go ahead and extend this point across. So I'm going to go ahead and label my lines appropriately. This is my top length, this is my waistline, my under bust line and my bust line. So for my top length, I'm going to come down to mark my basque line. So I'm going to come down by 5 inches for the basque. It depends on how you want your basque to be. It can be longer than mine, it can be shorter than mine, so it depends on what you want. I will extend this point across this way and I will label this line the basque line. I'm going to come to the shoulder line here, divide my shoulder by 2, which is 7 inches. I'm going to mark that right here. From there, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. I'll connect from my neck width all the way to the shoulder slope this way. The next thing is to mark my chest line. How to get your chest line? Divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches, and that gives me 7. I'm going to go ahead and extend this point across, and I will label this line my chest line. On my chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here just so I can have a straight line from up, and I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the point we just marked on the chest line. I'm going to come here, divide what I have here into 2 to get a midpoint. At the midpoint, I will go in by half an inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. I'll mark it right here. And I'm going to connect all these points to form my armhole. The next thing is to mark our dart, and to mark your dart, you're going to divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I'll mark it on the bust line, under bust line, waistline, and all the way to the full length. I'll go ahead and connect all these points together with a straight line. I'm going to come to the under bust line here, and I'm going to mark half an inch on both sides of this line. I'll do the same thing on the waistline. I'll mark up an inch on both sides. If you're a plus size person, you can mark 1 inch on both sides, alright? And then I'll connect these 2 points together like this. I'm going to come down from the bust line by 1 inch, and I will use my curve rule to just connect from the under bust all the way to that point. I'll do the same thing on this other side. So I'm going to come to the chest line. I'll mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 here also, and extend this point to the chest line like this. So I'm going to come to my shoulder slope here, divide it into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint. I'll connect from there all the way to the chest line. The next thing is to work on our neckline. So I'm going to come down from here for my starting line by 6.5 inches. It depends on how deep you want yours to be. You can do 5, 6, it depends on what you want. So I'll come down by 6.5 inches from the starting line. I'll mark it right here. I'll also come to this side and come down by that 6.5 inches as well. I'll mark it right here. And I'll connect these 2 points together. I'll rule a straight line across. So I'm going to come up from the chest line by 2 inch. You can do 1.5 inch, you can do 2 inch, 3 inch, depends on how high you want the center front to be, right? And I'm just going to connect from here all the way to our new chest line this way. So what we're going to do now is to do our overbust tightening. So I'm going to be marking half inch on both sides of this line as well, so that we don't have any form of gaping around here. So I'm going to mark half inch on both sides. Then I will connect it back into the original line this way. So I'm going to close down my darts here to be sure that my lines are even. So make sure you do this. You see that our lines are not aligning anymore. So I'm just going to use my curve rule and blend it this way. So I'll open it back this way. I'll just extend this line to this point like so. The next thing, I'm going to connect from my neck width all the way to this point. You can see how beautiful this came out. So this is it. You can see the shape already. So we are not going to be working with this first line, all right? The line I'm cancelling, we are not going to be working with it. So this is what we have for the neckline. The next thing is to impute our round body measurement, all right? I'm going to label this the yoke. I'll go ahead and impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement here. So I'm going to add sewing allowance of 1 inch. And then this little that we have here, I'm going to replace it. I'll come to the under bust line, divide my under bust by 4. I'm going to mark it right here. The dart intake of 1 inch, I'll replace it and add my sewing allowance. So to come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4. I'm going to mark it here and then replace the 1 inch dart and add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the full length, divide my hip by 4. I'm going to mark it right here on the full length and then add my sewing allowance. I'll just go ahead and shape my pattern, connecting all these points together. Then from my top length, I'm just going to connect from here to this end to form my basque. So while I was doing this, my camera stopped recording, but I didn't know until I was done with it. So this is basically it for the front pattern. You just have to connect your basque and then mark your bust dart. I believe we all know how to mark our bust dart. This is the difference you have from your shoulder to your waist in front and from your shoulder to your waist at the back. From my shoulder to my waist in front is 16 inches, while from my shoulder to my waist at the back is 14.5 inches. So the difference is 1.5 inches. So you're going to come down from that 1.5 inches from your bust line and connect it. That is all. We've done that severally here. So this is basically it for the front. You just connect this and this is it for the front. I've already gone ahead to cut it out off camera. Like I said, my camera stopped recording and this is it. You can see how this came out. This is very beautiful. This is our yoke here and this is our side front and our center front. You can see our back. So this is it. I'm going to keep this aside so that we can work on the back pattern. For the back pattern, I'm already going to rule out the necessary line, my bust line, under waistline and my top line. So I'm going to come here and mark my shoulder measurement here. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches and I'll connect. I have a zipper allowance of 1 inch. Make sure all your measurements are taken after your zipper allowance, all right? So I'm going to come here to mark 1 inch here for my neck depth and I'm going to connect from the neck width all the way into the zipper allowance this way. I'll come down to mark my chest line using the same formula we use for the front. Divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement and I'm going to label this the chest line. On my chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here and I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to that point. I'll come here, divide what I have here into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint. At the midpoint, I'll go in by half an inch. Come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4, and I'll go ahead and connect my armhole. So the next thing is to mark my dart. So divide the nipple to nipple measurement by 2, just the way we did for the front. I'm going to mark it right on the chest line, bust line, on the waistline, and all the way to the top length. I'll connect all these points together with a straight line. On the waistline, I'm going to mark half an inch on both sides of this line. And I'll come down from the chest line by 1 inch. I'll go ahead and connect my dart. So the next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust. I'll add my sewing allowance of 1 inch. I'll come to the waistline, mark my waist measurement, replace the dart of 1 inch and add my sewing allowance. On the top length, I'm going to mark my hip measurement and add my sewing allowance. I'll just go ahead and shape my pattern. So I'm going to come to the zipper allowance here on the waistline and mark half inch here. The reason why we are doing this is to eliminate the excess we're supposed to have here so that our zipper can lay very flat at the back. This is very necessary. Make sure to do this. So for the back yoke, I'm going to be using a keyhole neckline. a keyhole yoke. So I'm just going to come down from here by 1 inch. For my neck depth, I came down by 1 inch, and I'm just going to connect to this point like this. So it depends on the style line you want at the back. Just do whatever you want at this point. All right, and this is basically it for the back pattern. I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So if you have watched to this point and you have not yet subscribed, please do it to subscribe. Subscription is totally free. Like, share. If you have any question, do it to drop it in the comment section. So this is it for the back. You can see our yoke here. So this is it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.